Something just arrived, and you need to see it. Hey, what's up guys? This is Harrison Barron from Growth-Generators.com, and in this video we are going to be covering every sales tool a MSP salesperson should have on them every single time. And let me tell you, the lineup is incredible, from multi-tools to batteries to USB chargers to even my favorite water bottle. It's tools that you're gonna need, how you're gonna use them every single time. And before I get into today's video, I do want to let you know on a couple things. One, there's always that masterclass down below. Two, I am running a giveaway. There is no cost to enter. It is down in the links below. Everything in this video that you've seen or you will see is going to be given away completely for free out of my own pocket. I appreciate you guys and what you guys have been doing, watching my videos and supporting me. So it's a nice little way that I get to give back to all of you guys. And if you want anything in this video and you don't think you're going to win the giveaway, or you just want to get it before your next sales meeting, every single product you see in this entire video will be linked down in the video description. So you can go grab it, you can go have fun with it, you can order it to wherever you live. But the winner will be picked sometime around December 20th, and they'll be eligible, or they will win every single thing you see in this video, with one exception. You'll find that out at the end of the video. So number one, right off the bat, is a good quality backpack. Now, this is my new backpack. It is an Eberle stock Switchblade. It's a fantastic backpack, but everybody prefers a different backpack. This backpack is fantastic. I love this backpack only because it is super, super durable. It's got these great little finger grips, especially if you're in the north and you have to wear gloves, but even more so, and I have some stuff in here already, what I love is the fact that you get 2 laptop spots. So documents in one, laptop in the other. It's a super versatile backpack, especially if you're into certain different kinds of things, but plenty of pockets. It's got front pockets right here. It's got pockets on the sides. It just makes life a million times easier. And when you're on the go, throwing an extra battery in here is an absolute must. So the first thing is a backpack. Every single MSP salesperson needs a backpack. Don't want to do a backpack? That's okay. The other option is some kind of like side bag, like a laptop bag. The reason why I love the backpack though is you could fit so much stuff in here, and you're constantly going to be in different environments. Especially if you're doing cabling, you might need certain tools to get into certain areas, depending on what your MSP actually provides. So having a backpack, in my opinion, is a super essential. Number one, you have to have one on every single call. And nobody looks at you differently if you walk in with a backpack. They expect you. You are the tech guy. I went into tech thinking I wasn't going to carry that much stuff. That was the biggest lie in the world. I probably carry more tools than most other people out there. But number one, right off the bat, is a good quality backpack, preferably something with a laptop holder, because you're going to need your laptop for all of the diagnostics and tools and testing and all that, especially when you're on site, if you're trying to use that as your leverage to make the sale. Now, number two, super important, is some kind of USB connector. Now, it doesn't particularly matter what brand you choose. I have one. I used to carry one all the time. And the nice part is one, it gives you a couple extra ports, but two, a lot of laptops nowadays, as we all know, don't come with an Ethernet plug. And you having and being on site with an Ethernet plug is vitally important, because you might need to plug something in, test runs just while you're there. Hey, what are your speeds looking like? You could run a test and show somebody, hey, there's some stuff messed up here, and here on your network. And it gives you this massive advantage that you might not have had before without being able to plug your laptop in. Number three is a good set of headphones. I don't care if you are an Apple lover or you are an Android lover. Having a good pair of headphones, in this case I have an iPhone, getting a good pair of headphones is worth its weight in gold. These things are an absolute lifesaver, especially on long sales calls or you're traveling. I used to take the train to some of my meetings, or I was in the car for a long time, or I was just in a public place. Wired headphones are great because they don't have a battery, but the ease of use for having a wireless set of headphones is incredible. AirPods last quite a while on the phone. If I know that I'm doing a really, really long phone call, I do switch over to wired. I usually keep a pair of wired headphones on me all the time, especially if these things die or something happens. It's just nice to have a pair of wired headphones, but a good pair of wireless headphones. Are these the best of the market? Absolutely not, but they do a great job. The microphone's great. The clarity is fantastic. I personally don't like the silicone tips because I like to be able to hear the outside environment, but get something that you can listen and use on a regular basis. It is a absolute lifesaver. It is a no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have to have a good pair of headphones as a MSP salesperson or any real tech sales. You're going to be spending a lot, you should be spending a lot of time on the phone. This will make your life a million times easier, and it prevents you from having to hold your phone by your head the entire time so you can't take good notes. This frees up these digits that you can type into your laptop. Number 4, which is a fantastic thing to have, is a field book. Now, a field book is different than a regular notebook, and you want something to specifically write with it. I personally love the brand Write in the Rain because the pages are super durable. You do need to have a nice quality pen or pencil to write in here, but these pages are fantastic. They're super durable. It's made, as you could probably guess, to write in the rain. Not sure if you're into the military stuff, but this is heavily used in the military. It's used by first responders. I've used these things for years in between Boy Scouts, being a fireman, all of that. You might be on the go. You might not have the ability to take out your laptop, or you don't want to risk bringing out your laptop to take some notes down. Having something that you could just grab, run with, and write on it is an absolute lifesaver. Are you going to use it every day? Absolutely not. But this combination of stuff weighs a couple ounces at best. Throwing it in your backpack is a no-brainer as having an extra writing utensil. We also all know laptops die, and these things might not be the best, especially if you're trying to draw something. You might have to sketch out a quick little diagram or explain something to a customer. This is where this tool comes in handy. I always kept one readily available. Did I always use it? Absolutely not. But I can tell you the times that I had to break this out and use it, I closed that deal because I was the only salesperson that came and was able to draw a diagram without being like, hey, could you guys bring me a piece of paper here so I could show you what I'm trying to sell? No, be prepared, be ready to bring that to the table. This is Write in the Rain. This is their pencil. It's just a fantastic combination. It is worth grabbing if you don't already have some kind of writing utensil. If you are worried about it or you know that, hey, I never step outside, you might be thinking about like low voltage, electrical cables, anything like that where you need to put drops in, whatever it may be. It's great that these can get wet. You don't need to have a Write in the Rain. You can get a regular book with a pen, also works. I just like the durability, and I like things that are tried, true, and tested, and things that I've been using for years myself. Next is a business card holder. Now, you might be thinking, Harrison, that's kind of ridiculous that you have a business card holder. And this is just one that I grabbed off Amazon. I used to have one on my desk all the time, and I'd always throw it in my backpack. And here's why. A business card holder is super useful. The problem with business cards is you throw them in your pocket, you throw them in your backpack, they get all crushed, they get all crumpled, kind of like this little piece of paper, and they start to get beat down, and it doesn't leave a great impression with your prospective audience. But when you take this thing out of your pocket, it doesn't have to be this one, but any business card holder, you open it up, you grab a business card out, there's not a piece of dust on it, there's not a piece of dirt on it, there's no lint on it, it's not crushed, it's not crumbled, it looks flawless. Presenting this with a business card in it is creating a memory in somebody's mind. This is worth its weight in gold when you can bring it out. It's a no-brainer. You should always have one. If your business cards don't fit, I have square business cards, for example, that's okay. My business cards stick out enough. But if you have a regular standard-sized business card, throwing your business card inside of here is not only a no-brainer, but it just gives a level of presentation. And hey, maybe you're on the higher side or you're looking to charge a little bit more money for your MSP. Something like this just takes it up a notch. It just shows a little extra that you care. And sometimes it's worked in my favor of just being a talking piece. Wow, you have a business card holder for your cards? Yeah, I spent a ton of money on them and I want to make sure I leave an impression. Having a business card holder is simply fantastic. This is just the brand that I grabbed, Max Gear. Any one works. This is just one that I found. It looks super clean. throw it in your pocket. These things are pretty durable. You don't have to worry about beating them up. It's just to preserve the business cards so they don't get beat up in transit or when you're on your way to your next meeting. Next is a flashlight, and I wish Amazon didn't stick the labels right on here, but I love this little flashlight. It is a fantastic flashlight. I actually found out about this from TikTok. I carry one myself in my, we'll call it everyday bag if I'm leaving the house or anything like that, because I thought it was the dumbest and silliest thing in the world was to have a flashlight. But this thing is super, I don't even want to shine in the light of the camera. You know what? To test it. It has 1,000 lumens that crank out of it. It is rechargeable. I'm a big fan of rechargeable because I always carry a battery with me pretty much exclusively. But this little device is a absolute lifesaver. There's a ton of different features on here. You can change it to RGB lights. I'll try to get in there. But you could go through, you could click it, hold it on. There's a bunch of different settings with lights, whatever it is, SOS, strobe, different color light settings on here. But I can tell you what, if you're going to somebody's server closet, it's poorly lit, you're looking to see if there's even a possibility of doing cable drops or anything like that, being able to get a flashlight in a certain little areas just to illuminate it for a couple seconds. Between these two, your normal cell phone and this is a light year of difference between the two. Why not invest in a good flashlight? This thing, while it's great in a pinch, sucks. This is worth its weight in gold. And it's got a little battery on the back of it, not a battery, a magnet on the back of it. So if you need to magnetize it or stick it to a piece of metal while you're sitting there writing in your Write in the Rain book, it is an absolute game changer. I really thought that this was going to be the dumbest thing in the world when somebody told me to get one. But ever since I've gotten one, it has been a permanent fixture in every single one of my backpacks. I've used this in more sales meetings than I'd probably ever think I would have. And for the $20 this thing costs, it is an absolute steal. And I love this one. It is super small. We have that business card holder here, just so you can get a really good idea of how big it actually is. Business card holder, which fits a business card, and this little device. You can throw it in your pocket if you have giant pockets. I like the backpack. Makes my life easy, keeps my pockets free. Next is a flash drive. You probably already have one of these, but if you don't, you need to get one for your MSP sales. You never know when you're going to need it. It's a great way to grab presentations on the go. It's a great way to grab documents on the go. It is just a great way to move data without needing Wi-Fi. I know you're probably like, Harrison, I always have Wi-Fi. Until you don't. These little devices have saved my butt on more occasions, more times than I will ever be able to count. It's just that simple. Having a flash drive, I like something a little bit bigger, 128. You can move quite a bit of data. You can move video files if you need. It is just, it's just worth its weight in gold. You want USB 3.0. I'm sure you're a tech person. You probably already know that. You want to be able to move that data quickly. And the difference between this and a hard drives are big and bulky. I'm trying to go light. I don't want to be carrying around a ton of stuff. An external hard drive is fantastic, but if you're moving that much data, you got to have a serious consideration of what you're actually moving. This is great. You can throw files on it. Hey, a client wants to give you a JPEG or wants to give you a quick little video that they have or an issue that they're currently having and they can't send it over email. This, for the couple dollars it costs, is a absolute headache remover. Grab one. It's worth its weight in gold. I'm telling you, you should always have one. If you don't have one that's at least 32 or 64 gigs, go spend a little bit of money. You will thank me at a future date. And you're buying extra data or extra space. It'll last you years. Most of my flash drives last me a minimum of 5 years. I like to get something with a metal body completely. This is not one of them, but if you can get a metal body, it's even better because I just know that if it's on my keys, I don't have to worry about something breaking off. I always keep an extra flash drive in my backpack just in case. Next is some kind of USB charger. I'm sure you're probably like, obviously, Harrison, I always carry one, but I like these little Anker ones. They are super small. Once again, super light, couple grams. I don't have to worry about it weighing down my backpack. I carry around enough equipment on a regular basis. I don't need to carry any extra stuff. But having the ability to charge, plug in your stuff is a fantastic option. And I would undoubtedly carry a battery bank of some sort, at least to charge your phone twice. Reason being, I used to go to New York City. I lived down on Long Island. It was a minimum of an hour and a half travel each way. You could bet your bottom dollar, one, there's never outlets on the train, but two, even worse than that, you're bored on the train. I'm either making sales calls, assuming that the audio quality is halfway decent, or I'm playing games or working on documents on my phone. We all play games, it's okay. Having something that you could charge your phone at least twice is vital to have. You don't know how long you're going to be out all day. You don't know if you're going to have time to stop and hit an outlet to charge up your device. Why not carry one of these? This is a 10,000 milliamp hour battery bank. This will charge an iPhone about twice, sometimes 3 times, depending on how drained your phone is. If you consume technology, or you are a hardcore video watcher or game player, or you just feel your phone getting warm all too often, that means you're draining your battery faster than your phone should. You probably want something a little bit bigger than this, maybe a 15, 16, 20,000 milliamp hour battery. Yes, does it add a little bit more? Of course it does, but it's nice to know that your phone isn't gonna die, and the most embarrassing thing is either your phone dies in the middle of a phone call, or 2, you try to go show somebody something on your phone and your phone doesn't work because it's dead. Grab a battery bank. You should always have extra cables for your device, and throw it in your backpack. This thing, yes, it does weigh a little bit more than the rest of it. It's an absolute bare necessity. I usually have at least 1, sometimes 2 of these. I travel. We all travel. Sometimes you're going across the country. Sometimes you're in the airport for a few hours. You might not be able to get in front of that plug. Have one. It is worth its weight in gold. You should always have it. I always, always, always carry this out. And sometimes I just give them away to clients. Hey, you're a client, you just signed up, I just want to give you a battery bank. They used it every single time. Next is a quality laser pointer. And I know you're probably thinking, Harrison, why on earth do you need a laser pointer? And this is also a presentation clicker. I used to carry one of these, not as often as I should. It took me a long time to actually get one of these, but it's great to have. You're giving a presentation, you're giving out a training, not ceremony, but you're giving out a training of something like that. You can grab one of these, drop a battery in. Some of them are rechargeable. This one, in this case, is not. Has a little battery slot for a AAA battery in there, but it has a laser pointer attached to it, and you can click through your presentation. It allows you to give a full-blown quality presentation without having to say, oh, hold on one second, let me go hit my computer and walk 10 feet away from where you're talking. This, you put in your hand, you can talk, you can move freely. It just opens up more and more doors for you. You can press up, you can press down to go back and forth. You got that little laser pointer if you need to highlight something on there. Definitely go through, get one of these. They're super cheap. These things are like 15 or 20 bucks. Throw it in your bag. If you're gonna give a presentation, you better not go in without one of these. This is just a wireless one, whatever you prefer. There's also a little USB on here that plugs directly into the computer, so there's no configuring, there's no Bluetooth, anything of that nature. You can go through, grab this. It'll make your life a million times easier. This I wish I had earlier on in my sales career, and I wish somebody told me about it, because setting up your laptop and being able to just walk through and guide people through a presentation is so much easier than saying, let me reach all the way around and keep hitting the next button. Next is some kind of multi-tool. I never thought I would have used these in my sales career, but you never know. You might need to cable something up. You might be there when a technician's helping out. Having some kind of multi-tool, preferably with pliers and wire cutters, it's worth its weight in gold. Pocket knife always helps as well, but having something like this has bailed me out more times than I can ever count. These are a little bit heavy. These are Mossy Oaks multi-tools. I found them on Amazon. I use Craftsman or Leatherman, but they're great. Little heavy, but once again, this thing has bailed me out, either running a cable, or hey, can you look at this? Or hey, maybe I need to tie something together. It's just a great little tool to have. And quite honestly, as good as fingers as I have, this thing makes my life a million times easier. I always carried one. You never know what you're going to get yourself into. And worst comes to worst, you might go your whole sales career and maybe you never use these. At least you have them. When you're home, you're at the office, you might have to do something. It's just a useful tool to have. It's probably one of the more obscure things that you're like, Harrison, why would I ever need these? I can tell you, more often than not, you will use them. Especially if you're going out to check in on a client and a technician's already there. Having these on you, hey, do you have something that could open this package? Hey, can you cut open this, I don't know, zip tie or something of that nature? These make life a lot easier than sitting there and hoping and dreaming you have the right tools. Is this the solution for everything? Absolutely not. But I can tell you this has helped me win more battles and look great in front of a customer than just about any other tool. Probably other than that presentation clicker. This is definitely a good bonus, but worth having every single time. By the way, this one also has screws on the front of it. You might need to get into a computer. or a laptop or something of that nature, you can plug the screw right into here. It's not electricity, but you can plug it in, drop in that little attachment, and start unscrewing and working on all of that. But it comes in this nice little carrying pouch, which I love. It's just a clean, aesthetic, appealing looking tool. It's worth grabbing. It weighs maybe at most a pound or a half pound. Worth having every single time. It might bail you out of a jam, especially if you're on site and that customer needs your help right there. Last but not least, I got two more. One, I didn't bring it out because my laptop's covered and plugged in with a bunch of things at this very moment. A laptop, pretty self-explanatory. You should absolutely have that. And last but not least, a good quality water bottle. When you're in a sales meeting, you end up talking quite a bit. You might even be a little nervous compared to most other people. And that's where a good quality water bottle comes in. If I had a very long sales meeting, it is not uncommon for me to drink an entire quart of water in one and a half to 2 hour long meeting. Having a good quality water bottle is fantastic. Here's the other benefit of it. You're talking to somebody and you don't want them to you don't want to keep rambling on and on and on. You tell them your statement and you start to drink. 1, 2, 3, and then you put it down. And by the time you put that water bottle down, it'll have given them an opportunity to talk. So not only is this good and important for staying hydrated, but it's the best sales tool because it forces you to stop talking, to give that prospect an opportunity to go speak, and now you can move your sales process further down the road. So this is, I know it sounds crazy and you're like, I would have never thought a water bottle is a fantastic sales tool. This has helped me finish more conversations, start more conversations, or get more conversations moving in the right direction more than ever or any other one of these tools. Because every other tool, somebody might have a question about. Between the multi-tool, batteries, the pointers, all that, oh, what clicker you have. Nobody cares for the most part what bottle you have. I like Nalgene. These things are nearly indestructible. Yes, they're not insulated, but I just drink water at room temperature. I'm a weirdo. That's what I like. Whatever you drink, find a water bottle that works for you. Now, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for checking out this video. I want to let you know that everything that you saw in this video is going to be a part of the giveaway that I'm going to be pulling right around December 20th on my channel. If you're interested in, one, getting any of these products, all the links will be down below. I've carried every single one of these. They're all tried, true, tested. They work fantastically. But if you want to win these, there's a link down below in the video description. You can go there, click on it, enter it in. There's no cost to enter or anything of that nature. This is what I'm giving away. I'm also adding even more stuff for every subscriber, over 1,000 subscribers between now and just around December 20th. I want to make sure that if you do win outside of the country, I can mail this to you in a halfway decent time frame. You'll be able to get it sometime around Christmas, hopefully. You can go through, you can win all these. If you want to buy it, you don't want to wait for the giveaway, that's okay. All of the links will be down in the video description below. All of these are worth having. It's cool stuff, gets you to spend a little bit of money. And hey, look, worst comes to worst, Black Friday is here. These might even be more discounted than what I originally purchased these for. I'm giving everything away down in the giveaway. Click it, grab it, as well as some other bonuses you'll find in there. But this is what you're gonna win if you do win the giveaway. None of this is sponsored. This is all out of my own pocket. I appreciate the heck out of every single one of you checking out my videos, staying this entire time. It means the world to me. You have no idea how this has not only changed my life, but changed my business. It's been a fantastic, fantastic journey, and I'm excited to start 2024 with you as we wrap up 2023. So I hope Black Friday is good for you guys. I have another video coming this week as well, but this is an important one. I wanted to get it out there, and I need to go drink some water because after making this video, I am parched. I'll see you guys later. Love you.